Hey there, welcome to Violet's DIY Style. I'm Violet. If this is your first time to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Also, click on that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share with friends and family. So today I'm going to share with you how I made these two adorable Easter decor pieces. This Easter egg wreath and also this bunny garland that you can use anywhere in your home. So the first one we're going to do is the bunny garland. What you're going to need are some beads, in which I got mine on Amazon, and then I got the bunnies from Dollar Tree, the larger ones and the smaller ones. So I decided to go ahead and leave the beads as is, the natural wood color, and paint my larger bunnies a darker forest green. And all I did was just brush on the paint, and I did do the front and back of each one of the bunnies. They have quite a few options that you can choose from Dollar Tree if you don't want to go with the bunnies. They also have carrots. I believe they even had just like the bunny face in wood style, the larger ones and the smaller ones also. So just go ahead and continue painting both front and back of each one of the larger bunnies. And then once I was done with both of the larger ones, I decided to go ahead and use a lighter green color for my smaller bunnies. And I believe this one is called celery, but I'll leave the colors of each one of the paints down in the description box below. So once you're done painting all of your bunnies, just go ahead and let them dry, which doesn't take very long since you're only giving them one good coat. And what I decided to do was just sand both of my larger bunnies just to give it more of that farmhouse look, but this is completely optional for you to do. So once I was done, I went ahead and grabbed some jute twine and started running and stranding my beads through there. And since I had some larger beads and some smaller ones, I just kind of made a pattern with them. But depending on what size of beads you want to do, you can just use the same size, or like I did, just use some larger ones and make a pattern. And once I was done running all the beads through my strand of jute twine, I went ahead and just tied one of the bunnies on one end, and I just double knotted it, making sure that it is nice and secure on the jute twine itself. Then I just kind of divided up the beads depending on how many of the smaller bunnies you want to put into your garland. Just divide up your beads and evenly spaced out, and then hot glue one of the bunnies into each one of those spaces. So I used a total of 5 of the smaller bunnies. And then once I was done, I went ahead and just cut off the rest of the jute twine off of the roll, and then I just tied the second bunny, the larger one, onto the other end. And I just wanted to make it look nice and cute, so what I decided to do was just make kind of like a girl bunny and a boy bunny by adding a bow on one of them with a little greenery on the top part, and then another one to make it look like a bow tie on the bottom where the head's at. So that was your garland. And now for the second DIY we're doing today, I'm going to use one of these Hawaiian skirts. This is adult size, and all I did was grab 9 strands, 3 and 3 and 3, and kind of divided those up, and then just started braiding them. And you can get a total of 6 strands and then just divide it up by 2 to make your braid, but I decided to make it a little bit thicker, so I did go ahead and grab all 3 and to make a total of 9 strands. And then I just did this throughout the entire skirt until I was completely done. And I wrapped around and hot glued some of the strands to tie a knot instead of tying a knot at the end. And I did that to the top part as well. And it just looks like this. And I did that to the entire skirt. So then once I was done with that, I went ahead and grabbed my Easter egg wreath, and I just started hot gluing the strands, the braids, onto my wreath itself. So just continue adding each one of the braids. Once you're done, just add a little bit of hot glue to the last braid right at the edge, and then just start gluing it the same way you did the first one. You do need to be careful with your fingers because there's, you do put it onto a small little wire. You could use some hot glue protectors if you want. I'm kind of used to it already, so I just kind of used my fingers naturally like this. But just go ahead and be careful and go ahead and start attaching each one of your braids onto your form of your wreath. And then once you're done gluing all your braids, actually you make just enough with one of the skirts for this form. So once you're done adding all the braids onto your wreath, all I did was just kind of adjust them and make sure that they all fit nice and tight and firm around my wreath itself, and just glued onto any of the spaces that I saw that needed glue. And then I set it aside and decided to make it really simple by making a simple bow. All I did was grab two different styles or different colors of ribbon, and I just did my bow by gluing some hot glue onto one of the ends of my ribbon, and then just kind of made the loop and glued it on. And then since this one was a bigger piece of ribbon, all I did was cut it into 3 strands. There's so many ways to make a different bows. Today I just felt like making it this way, but of course you can make it any way you like. And then once you are done cutting your strands, you're going to go ahead and just kind of stack them up with both of the ribbons, just doing it alternate colors. And then just tie them all together from the center. Make sure it's all nice and fluffy and adjust it the way you like. And then you're just going to hot glue this onto your wreath. And I decided to go ahead and add some more decorative pieces onto my bow by adding a little bit of greenery and some Easter eggs. So I'm just cutting up some greenery into smaller pieces, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue them all around my bow. Then I grabbed some Easter eggs and just glued them right into the center as well. And adjust everything the way you like. And then I decided to add some nautical rope at the back of my Easter egg just to make sure that I had it nice and secure for me to hang. And there you have it, 2 adorable Easter egg decor pieces that you can use indoors or out. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share with friends and family. Until next time, you guys stay blessed. Bye.